bigger and better than ever. Jesus Christ. This thing's a beast to try to figure out. But
A little bit.
we figured it out. Maybe. Until we mess it up again. And then we'll go off air and we'll figure it out. We'll come back again. That's what we do. So I'm Nick, aka Old Laddie. This is Shannon, Lady Red, here to do another totally weird and random show. If you can hear me. We are today going to talk about Shannon's new adventure in paranormal investigations.
Yes.
She's taking on a business with her and her friends. And
you're invited now.
well, yeah, I'm invited and I'm helping a little bit, but I'm also a little bit of a chicken.
He isn't like a Spook-a-bibbles.
I don't like Spook-a-bibbles. I'm scared to death of Spook-a-bibbles. You can't fight a Spook-a-bibble. So, like, I kind of like just help. I make logos and
You're gonna run a video camera.
run a video camera, and I give out good mojo. I don't
Good
really,
mojo.
I don't really mess with the ghosties. So I let them do all that. But we're getting into the ghosting business. So
Yes.
we're going to let her talk about it because she's now an expert ghost wrangler, and let you guys.
Not quite, but
Well, you went on one ghost adventure, which
We
is more than I
did.
did. So
it was great too.
it means you're more of an expert than I'll ever be. And so we'll let you talk about some of the tools of the trade, what your first adventure was like, kind of what your business is going to kind of be, and what y'all just plan to do, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So with the first thing, let me look at my handy dandy
Notes.
notes.
I'm gonna get you a handy dandy notebook.
Well, then I can't do this. In the world of ghost hunting and adventuring, well, let's put it this way: your first ghost adventure.
Mhm.
What was it like? Tell me what it was like.
Great.
What was
It
so
was very interesting.
What was so great about it? Being scared out of your wits.
Well, we weren't scared of our wits. We liked it. We enjoyed it. Communicating.
With the
The
Spook-a-bibbles?
The Spook-a-bibbles. Yes, we got names and everything.
You got names of Spook-a-bibbles? They knew who they were?
They told us who they were.
So,
we was at a graveyard.
okay,
Let's do a backstory.
I was gonna
we
say-
went one night, me and my coworkers.
right,
We went to a graveyard
right.
way out in BFE.
Hmm.
So we get out at first. Of course, I wander off because I'm trying to figure out where we're going to go first. But it was probably about 9:00 that night
Somewhere
when we
around
got
there.
there,
It's about that, yeah.
because it has to be good and dark before you can do it anyway. I'm sure you can do it in the daytime, but it's just not the same.
Oh, yeah, ghosts don't come out in the daytime.
Oh, they do.
They're nocturnal animals.
They do.
Yeah, okay.
But you just get a whole lot more when it's
When it's night.
nighttime.
I get you.
So
Yeah.
it was great.
So what did y'all do? You just wandered around this graveyard, just speaking out loud to ghosts.
We probably looked a little crazy, but yeah.
You're like, come here, ghost. Come here, ghosty.
We went in and found, like, Trina had a ground station where she was at.
Right.
Me and Katie would go off in one direction, and then there was her daughter. Trina's daughter was with us, video and everything, which it's pretty neat to go back and watch the footage and hear stuff that you may not have heard when you were there. But yeah, you have these apps and different things you use. You talk, say, hey, I'm just here to get to know you. I'm not here to hurt you. If there's anything you like to say, and then you just kind of wait to see what happens after that.
So you gotta coast them out, like try to get them to come to you, kind of.
Well, they pretty well can come on their own, but you just ask them if there's something they want to say, or ask them if there's something they want to talk about, and then it just goes from there.
Was there any like evil entities that you encountered? Because supposedly I don't know this.
There was
I've seen movies. It's supposed to be different if you run across an evil spirit than a ghost. Is that true?
Yeah. There are some that are evil.
Well,
I've been through that. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I don't know.
I
But anyway,
didn't say anything. I just I just laugh.
But like there's a certain part that I was drawn to that made me very sick to my stomach, and I wasn't the only one. Me and Katie both were. If we walked away from it, we were fine. Every time we came back to it, we were so sick to our stomach. But we got a lot of good stuff from being close around it and talking.
So what are y'all planning on doing? I guess kind of jumping forward. Is this something that's going to be more like a hobby thing, or is this something y'all going to be doing as like a business thing?
I think it's just going to be just something we like doing and going out, and we're going to start a YouTube channel.
What?
And we're going to put things on there with your help, sir.
With my help, sir.
Genius here.
No.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. I don't think it's so much of a job. It's just
like a hobby.
Something we
thing.
like to do. Yeah. I mean, we already have jobs. Clearly, we all work together. But it'd be something we can go out and do and have fun together doing.
Yeah.
I mean, our definition of fun and yours might be two different things.
It's not messing with ghosts. That's for one thing. I don't try to entice the dead to try to make myself have fun time, but we all have our own forms of fun. So,
but you have to believe in it too. It ain't something you can just go out there and be like, ugh.
Oh, I definitely believe in it. That's why I don't want to go out there and do it.
You have to believe in what you're doing, or it's not going to happen.
That's why I don't go out there and do it. That's definitely why. But so what are you guys calling yourselves? Are you calling yourself the name that we had?
Yes, the name that you.
I called them the name. It's called. Was it Soki
Paranormal
Investigators?
We're actually going to trademark that. So
don't take it, nobody.
No, it's going to be ours.
Well, it's documented right now.
Yes,
we're taking
it's
our
documented.
Name.
It's ours.
My God. Well, we were going to show you. Okay, so I made this logo, right? And there's a little bit of kickback in a fun way, but I wanted to show you guys if I can figure out how to work this contraption. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Pull it up on my phone.
Maybe.
Might be easier.
It might be. But there's I just keep moving the camera. On no, I don't want to do that. The logo that I made for them, and they didn't like that I gave a little ghost a little hat. I thought it was cute.
It's so cute though. I like it.
But I'll try to figure that out and show you guys.
Can you hit the two screens in it up there?
I hit every screen.
Right there where it says two.
Yeah, I've hit them.
Up there on the top. Right there. Next, over.
Oh. Why aren't you driving?
Because I don't have a license to drive this.
Apparently, I don't either. But
I'm probably not the one you want driving.
I do not either. But
there he is down there, right?
So
there he is. It's cute.
So there's one of them that I made. It's a big logo. It looks like the ghost of Mario. It's a Mario. And then I made them little badges because every investigator needs a badge. So I made them little badges too. Well,
he took it off.
What are you doing? This thing is crazy.
You hit exit and it took it completely out.
I noticed that. It is a crazy thing here we got going on here.
Well, we didn't mess this up again.
We did the mess
We're
up.
so good at this. You can't add. Oh.
We did it so good, and then we messed it up.
That's the way you want to say it, right?
I guess.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think it's this one.
Well, it'll work.
No, because it's sharing this screen. I don't know.
Anyway, he made these cute little badge thingies. They're cute with a little ghost who looks like it's got a little mustache.
Mustache.
It's cute.
So what are you gonna? What are some of the tools that you guys use in the process of finding these Spook-a-bibbles?
We have a spirit box, which is like this little handheld radio that has a speaker connected to it, and it makes white noise. To where if something said, it interrupts it, and you can hear what it's saying. We've got one of those, and we have the light up balls, which are basically like little cat toys.
Cat toys.
Yes, I mean that's if you think about it, it's just the little round balls. When you move them, they light up different colors. So what you do is you place them in areas, and you talk, and just like, hey, let us know you're here by moving the ball. Because like if they go by it in any kind of movement, it'll set it off, and you can see it. Because if you watch any of the ghost hunting shows, they have spirit boxes. Or you remember the one we seen the other night with a music box?
Is that
And
what
you was like the music freaked you out?
Well, yeah, because it was like creepy.
It was
music.
creepy music.
But like, is that where they were talking? Like they put that thing on their stomach and they were talking, and then they were trying to get something to talk back to them.
That's what like a spirit box.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, they have little speakers that they hook to the end of it to where you can hear.
Right.
But the little ball is like you just, and then you've got like the box I was telling you that we seen the other day with the creepy music on it.
Right.
But they also have ones that just light up red, or they light up different colors, which is kind of like what the little ball is. It's the same concept of if you go by it and you move it just a little bit, it'll go off to let you know something's there.
So it's just telling you either
that there's something that
there's
just
supposed to
by.
be something that's walked by.
Yeah, like you'll speak to the spirit, say, hey, if you're here, just walk by me and set this ball off, and I'll know that you're here. And, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. We left the last one there for the little kid that we were speaking to because he wanted a toy. So
that's cool. I kind of remember. I think that from the show we had watched a little, or like I think it was
that
YouTube.
Project
YouTube,
Fear,
yeah. That was kind of cool. And you said you were going to get like a laser.
We have
grid,
laser. I already have one.
Or temp grid or something.
It's a laser grid.
Oh.
You set it up, and if there's something that moves around you, it'll knock out the lights, and you can see where it goes. It's pretty neat. Like if I had it set up right here, and something were to come in front of it that you couldn't see, it would block it out where you couldn't see the light as it walked through.
So what do you do if you're in a graveyard situation where there's no like lights?
You have the grid light. It lights.
Oh, the grid light.
It up.
Okay, I got you.
It's got like this big green field of different lights.
And
if it walks through, it's kind of like your little thing you got here.
Okay.
It's like if you put your hand in front of it, it's going to knock out the lights.
Like that light. Okay, yeah. I got you.
And we have voice recorders, which we're getting, which will record the whole time we're there. And then you go back and listen to it and see what you pick up. Kind of like we did when we recorded it. That's how we heard stuff that we heard.
So it's
like if something speaks to you, it can pick it up and you can go back and hear it later.
What's the difference of that and the spirit box?
The recorder's a lot more clear.
Oh.
Like with the spirit box, it's got the noise that's going on. And sometimes it'll stop to where you can, but you want to voice record everything because it may pick up something that nothing else does.
So one's more like an interaction. The other one's more just like record whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you have, of course, the different apps that you can use, like Ovulus, which is what they use to actually speak to the ghosts. Mm. You really have to believe in this stuff. But like you can ask it questions. Like when we were out there, this little kid popped up, told us his name. We hadn't seen any grave. We hadn't seen anything. And then after we saw the name, we went and walked in the graveyard to find his tomb, and we found it.
Right.
And he was a 5-year-old kid. But he already told us he was a kid.
That's creepy.
And told us his name and everything. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I don't think I would have went to the car and been hiding in the car like big baby.
But there's things you have to do.
Like what?
Like when you walk into a graveyard, the first thing you have to say is, I'm here to speak with you. You cannot come home with me. You are bound by this graveyard. You are bound by this land. Because they'll follow you home. Yeah.
I had to say that for
So
real.
you really have to say that.
Those words actually make them stay there.
Yes. Yeah. And when you leave, you have to repeat what you say, and then make sure everything you have is shut off
What
before you leave.
are you a witch or something? You got powers? I didn't know you could just say something and the ghost was going to listen to you.
They do, because they're bound in this graveyard. Like that's where their home is.
Oh.
They have to stay there, because if not, they will follow you home.
Huh.
Yes.
Well, now you never.
So you have to say that. But when you come in and when you leave, you have to say, remember, we appreciate everything you've done. Thank you for communicating. But you are bound here. You have to stay here. You cannot come home with us.
See, now you're making my light all spaz out. Cut it out.
I need to pull the app up. You want me
I
to pull
know.
it up so we can talk?
I don't even want. I got to sleep in this room. What are we doing there? Cut that out. Make my app.
But you do have to do that. Like that's a very important thing to do.
Yeah.
Is to say that.
I never heard of that before. I guess.
And whenever we leave, if we have any apps open, they have to be shut. Period.
You draw salt across the driveway before you.
It's not supernatural like that. There's not hellhounds coming after us.
Oh no! Nobody's gonna come after me.
But you really have to believe in it to do it, though. Like you can't just be like, I'm just gonna go do it. It'll make a believer out of you. If you would have came with me, that one that we just did a couple weeks ago, you would have been like, that's it.
You've been like, that's it.
Because
I ain't going to no more.
When they're popping names off to you and you go and find their graves, you know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea who was in this graveyard. Nobody.
I would have peed my pants.
And the names we were given, we were finding, especially the one.
No, I ain't down for that, man.
That's why I left, because I had to pee so bad. I'm like, I really got to go.
I'm scared to pee out of you. I would not.
No, like I really had to go.
I would not have been down for that. That's not cool at all.
So we have plans on going to different places.
Hopefully,
it's. Can I say what our name is?
What?
On what our name is, the other thing that we call ourselves.
I mean, you can, but
vicious. Instead of the other word.
I mean, you can say it. I mean,
bitches be Huntin and Jimmy.
And Jimmy.
Because poor Jimmy, he's coming with us, but he wants to be included in the other part, so he don't care.
Yeah, you could probably just call him the other word. He sounds like he might be
precious.
Cool with it. He's precious.
He's very
precious, Jimmy.
He's precious to all of us.
But
it's his bucket list, so it's something we're 100% was taking with us.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I think that you have a better, more marketable name now.
I know that. But it was funny. I came up with the other one. This is what we're going to be called, and we just ran with it.
But y'all should probably. I'm kind of nervous about going out with you guys though.
Well, the first one you're going to go with us will be in Bowling Green. I'm not taking you to the other one unless you want to go.
I don't really want to go to any of them, to be honest with you, because
well, the one in Bowling Green won't be so bad.
Why? Why the one in Bowling Green? They don't have hardcore ghosts in Bowling Green.
Well, the difference is the one that I'm really wanting to go to is like my family.
Oh,
and I think it's going to be a little different, maybe a little harder for me than anybody. Yeah. Because if something happens and certain things are said, I'm going to know who it's from. Because my dad's down there, buried there. So
you got ghost representation on that.
I do. So, I have a lot of family on both sides. There's two graveyards at this one, and I have family on both sides.
I was like, wait a minute. How does that matter? I was like, wait a minute.
Like the one in Bowling Green, it's probably not going to be as much because there's two of them down there, so it's going to be more. Right. And there was a witch buried in the one underneath the tree.
There's a what?
A witch.
Oh yeah, we're going to go to that one. Let's go to the one with the witch buried in the tree.
Well, they cut the tree down too, so we're hoping,
Now we're closer to her.
Yeah. But we're going to go there too. That's going to be the big hunt. That's going to be the big hunt.
That's not going to be the one that I'm associated with.
But I might need you at the recon station. What the crap?
Where's that going to be at? Here?
Probably by the church.
Here?
No, it's not going to be here. You will not be 50 minutes away from me, sir.
That'll be all right.
No.
I'll be okay. because I ain't gonna associate with any witches and cut down trees.
How do you know you're not? I mean, I'm naturally redheaded and blue-eyed.
I don't know what that matters. Well,
Because
you
that's
are
the
over there
thing.
saying seances in and out of the graveyard, so I don't know. You're trying to. Oh, you will
Oh,
stay in this
goodness.
graveyard.
You got to say it.
I don't know that's. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Where did you get that at Ghostbuster University?
No. It's a thing. You have to tell them to stay where they are. It's no different.
I watched Ghostbuster 1 and 2, and they never
That's
said
different,
that.
honey. That's so different.
They never said that one time.
Listen.
You gotta stay in the sewers.
It's no different if you're playing with a Ouija board.
They don't listen.
Listen, but when the thing is sitting here and it's moving around,
Uh-huh.
it's okay. But if you flip it over,
Mm.
then it's not okay. Or if the little bubble piece is missing, it is so not okay.
Why would you do it?
It's a gateway that's open.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I didn't do it, but I went through it.
See, I don't know any of that stuff. I stay over here. I only watch horror movies. And that's fake.
I know.
And that's fake.
Yeah.
I'm a
This is not
wuss when
fake.
it comes to supernatural stuff.
Well, you can stay in the car, but you can't video from the car. Like you can run the drone from the car.
Yes,
maybe.
I can. You want to book? I can video the other side of town from the car. You don't know what I'm gonna
You
video.
can put the drone. Maybe you can just sit in the car and play with the drone.
No, I
and
can't even
drive.
fly the drone out in the front yard. That thing's hard to drive.
So we're going to have him do it, ain't we?
Oh yeah,
Okay, that's
my
okay.
boy's gonna have to drive that thing.
Yeah, we're going to let him do it.
He can drive that thing like a whiz or something.
That's good. But anyway, yes, it's there's a lot of cool things. There's still more stuff we need to get. Like we need some tripods
Mm-hmm.
to use to put
Get
the grid
stations
on.
Camcorders and stuff.
Well, we want to put the grid on it instead of trying to hold it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like we want to put it on there and like tape it on a tripod, so we don't have to hold it.
Are y'all gonna like station yourself in different
Mm-hmm.
locations, kind of like they did on that one? I've seen them on a
Yeah.
couple shows. But
Well, on that one, the one that I usually watch, they go to separate, but we're not going to do that since we're still new at it.
Mhm.
We're going to, like with the two cemeteries, we're going to stay in one. Couple's going to go here, the other group's going to go here.
they need to stay
Like
together.
we're going to split up.
The power of the three witches will save you.
Well,
you
there's
watched
three
Charm
of us.
before?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm just saying. See, lights spaz.
How do you not know? Maybe there's things about me you don't know.
I'm apparently not.
The natural red hair and the blue eyes. I'm just saying.
I'm
It's
just saying.
part of it. No. Maybe. No. But the only time you don't is because like when we were at the other place, it kept saying separate. And you don't want to do that. Because if you're vulnerable and if you're not as into it as other people, like you can be attacked more than, you know what I mean?
I didn't know.
So we stay together. When it says separate, we come together. We don't separate. We stay there
That's-
because you're stronger as a collective.
it's a group. I didn't know that.
Can teach you things.
You
Sir.
can teach me things that I will never use because I will never go. I will not go to those things.
It's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah, there's fun. It's fun to hear about it from you, but yeah, it's definitely not up my alley so much.
You agreed to video it, so
I agreed to help you set up video cameras. That was what I agreed to.
yes,
But
and help go through footage.
has anybody? I don't know. We're kind of new with this program, as you guys maybe could tell if you were here earlier or throughout the whole thing. We tried a new. I don't even know what this thing's called. Restream. I don't
Yeah.
know, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing, which is kind of new, but not new. I've always not known what I was doing, but the system's new. So, but if anybody's ever went ghost hunting, like write us and tell us what your experience was about, like how it went for you guys. Did you come across a ghost? Did you do you do ghost hunting? Like, is that something you do? Is there something you would suggest Shannon and them get for their?
Or even places like we've been looking up a lot of different places we can
Yeah.
go to, and and anybody that may want to join us. I mean, that could be something that we can do is take somebody along with us.
Yeah, it'd be like
You
a
know.
collab, a ghost hunt collab.
Because we're going to go to the Octagon Hall. I do know that, which that's your neck of the woods. So
You know, they're supposed to be pretty haunted there.
yeah, we're going to go take the novice class where we get to stay all night and
I get
ghost hunt.
the novice class. You get the lower level ghosts. They don't bring out
No,
the
they
hardcore
take you. I
ghosts.
think you get to go do things that other people don't get to do.
Oh,
you get to stay all night.
They teach you how to ghost hunt.
Yeah, they help you with everything. Yeah.
I get you.
Because somebody that's on our
I was like,
team
what?
actually has already done all that, and
Right.
she's got other equipment that we don't have.
Oh,
So she's helping us too.
Oh,
So we
cool.
actually have a novice one, or I don't know how in it she's got, but she's actually done the classes and all that stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that they offer that so that you know what the heck you're kind of doing to a degree. You know, you can learn how to set up your stuff and in that type of environment. So.
Yep.
But hey, if anybody has any advice or knows any places, like she said, or just says, hey, you might want to stay away from the Spook-a-bibbles, like Nick said, because things are evil, and you might not
Nick
want to
doesn't like spooky
keep
bibbles.
buying pants because they're scary. Hey, I'm with you, but we're going to try to figure out what we're going to talk about. We're going to try to be more consistent with this show.
We've had a few things going on.
It's been a little busy around here. We've turned it into a totally weird and inconsistent show quite lately. So we're going to try to work on it a little bit. So, but we appreciate all you guys who tune into our reactions and our music and to our podcasts and stuff like that. We thank you guys for your support and everything like that. And I guess we'll get on up out of here and talk to you guys later. Peace.